Hello netizens, this is Manoj Chawla and you are watching MacNotes. Today we are going to develop an Amazon product availability and price checker tool. The purpose of this tool is to check the product availability and its price, then notify us via an email. This is the email that has been sent by my Amazon product availability and price checker tool. Let's start developing the tool. Let it be. We need to import a few modules. First one, request module for HTTP request. Next, Beautiful Soup, a Python library for pulling data out of HTML page. Next one, SMTP library module used to send mail to any internet connected machine. Finally, time module to get time. Product URL variable holds the URL of the product we are auditing. Let me show you the product that I am auditing. This is the product, Apple iPhone XS Max. Next one is user agent. It is a software agent that is acting on behalf of a user as a web browser. You can get your my user agent details by typing my user agent in the browser. Copy the details and paste it in your code. The next one is request.get method to get the HTML page of URL provided. Let me show you the HTML page content by printing html.content. This is the data of the HTML page of URL provided. Next one is Beautiful Soup. It is a Python library for pulling data out of HTML page and providing simple ways to navigate the data structure. To check the availability of product, we are using soup.find with the ID equal to availability to know the availability status of the product that we are inspecting. The ID equal to availability is the ID mentioned in the div element that is holding the status of the product. We are getting the text from the div element that is here the product is in stock, so we are retrieving in stock text. Here I am using the strip method. The purpose of strip method is to remove the extra white space surrounded to the text we retrieved. Let me show the demo. You can see the difference with and without strip method now. You can see, right, without strip we are having huge white spaces surrounded to our text. By using the strip method, I have removed the extra white spaces surrounded to the in stock text. The next one is I am slicing the string in stock to in because comparing two letters is enough to find difference between in stock and out stock. The next one is to check the price of the product. Inspect page and get the ID that is holding price. Similar to above what we did, I am slicing the price. I have created two functions. The function one is price and stock checker function and another one is send email function. From main method, I'm going to call the price and stock checker function. If name equal to main is our main method. From here, I'm calling this function. Scheck is the sliced product availability status string and pcheck is the sliced price. We are passing these two details in our function. In the function, when scheck equal to in, then we check the price. Here, for demo purpose, I have chose condition as pcheck equal to 69,900. If you want to get notified when the price is less than 69,900, then choose the condition pcheck less than 69,900. Once all the conditions are fulfilled, choose the appropriate subject, body, and footer for your mail and call the function send email. In function send email, using SMTP library, we are going to send an email to any internet connected machine. Here you can see smtp.smtp, in which I have provided the Google SMTP server details and the TLS details of the Google. You can find this Google SMTP server and TLS details from the Google. Next one is server.hello. It is called to identify ourselves to the email server. Once we are identified, then start the TLS, that is transport layer security. Once the TLS has been started, again call the method server.hello to again identify itself after TLS is started. The next one is server.login. Call server.login. Use your mail ID and password. Since we have two-step verification, to reduce the security a bit, I'm going to set app password. Go to Gmail account, then go to security. Under that password, select for app passwords. I already have a password set, so deleting it and recreating a new one. Under select app as mail and device as computer. Then click on generate. Your password is generated. Copy it and paste it in the code like this. Create a formatted string that holds the data of subject, body, and footer, which is nothing but the message which we are going to send via send email method. The next step is send mail. Provide from to address and message data. Lastly, quit the server after completion. I am running the code now. You can see, right, the email has been sent. Let me check the email. This is how my mail look. This is the mail that has been sent from the tool. I got the email with subject product is in stock and the data that I mentioned in the code. If you want this tool to check for every 60 seconds, set the time sleep for 60 seconds. For every 60 seconds, this tool checks and notifies us. The timer is set. Now let me run the code. My first mail has been sent. After 60 seconds, another mail is going to send. In the same way, it checks for every 60 seconds and sends the email. You can change any interval as you wish, like once in a day or twice a day. I hope you like this.